Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. I remain Oluwatosin, and I'm bringing you insights concerning these three markets this morning: the euro, the gold, and also Nasdaq. So very quickly, let's jump into it. So before we do that, hold on onto the chart. We're just going to look at the economic calendar. You can see that there are no high impact news today, no medium impact news. There are only low impact events, and that is the fact that there is holiday in the eurozone and also uh, United States. So it's something to be aware of. And normally, I would have thought this day to be non-volatile day in the past, but currently with the development in Iran and every other thing, there could be some personal love within the day. And I'm going to try to scout. And given the fact that I had a big red week last week, it was a busy streak actually. I had to do so much work during the weekend. Just switch up some things a little bit. I realized that I have overcomplicated matters. And so let's go into the chart this morning. So we have the 1 hour here on Euro USD. You can see we have a massive gap up this morning. I like to watch the market close and the market open. And when I saw this gap up, I was just amazed. It was around 0.3 plus percent, 0.31 percentage gap. It gapped up massively. And we have some flick in this candlestick, this first candlestick from for the day. So that was what happened in the middle of the night. And with the gap up, we gapped about 3 days high. We gapped about the high of the day prior to that. We also reached the high of another day, which is the Wednesday high here. And the only looking at is the fact that we are looking at only this day high next, which is the Tuesday high. And if you look at price very well, we've been in a form of a sort of ping pong between the uh, the 2 days high and the 3 days high away from the prior day. So you can see here, gapped up, trade down. We smashed into this daily high. We traded down back to the daily high here. We went up again, came down, went up, and it will seem like we are coming down again. Currently, we are trading around V VPOC. That is one thing to note at first. So although this market is still bullish to me, and one thing I want us to know is that I wrote some things down here. I said on the daily we have an inside bad day close, and that is on Friday. So we look at on Friday, we have an inside bad day close. And I wrote this out before when the market open yesterday. Can't seem to close below 1.6. So if you look at 1.6 here, it seems to have been supporting higher prices. We have not been able to close through it for more than 4 days. And this way the idea is put into the day. And you can see right now we are shooting off. We've gapped up and right now we're trading within the fair value. And any fall below, I expect that we should have uh, a lifting up of price. Uh, this morning I might not be willing to trade the pre-session open and just look forward to the London Open itself. That should be a good thing. I'm not willing to trade price currently around there while we are battling in view up and then assume that we are going to beat it during pre-market hours. No. So I'm going to wait a little bit. Perhaps maybe we'll have a test of the daily open, or perhaps a bit will have even before session open, and I'll look for longs. Mostly the first target will be this daily high here at 1.16451, and then subsequently the current this high. And other targets to the top. My expectation generally would be the fact that it should be a picking up of lower prices for the upper range. So let's not waste time. We have we have gold here, and gold has also gapped up, and the gap here was not actually too much. Okay, just say okay, it was actually relevant, but it was not much for gold because we can gap crazily. So we have 0.47% gap. See, I started running even from the first hour candle. I'll look at the first day's high. took out the high for the day before, which was a Thursday. And also this was an inside bar close also inside bar day also on gold. We look at daily chart and I would say we can't seem to close the last two candlesticks below 4,500. It seems to have been that place where support is arriving for gold, like I noted. So right now I trade now 4,553, and we run above the previous day high and into this day high, and that seems to be where we could not hold and we came down. I even thought we reclaimed view up by 5 o'clock, but by 6 o'clock we have a bearish engulfer. And right now we're trading very close to second standard deviation from view up. So there's a mean reversion strategy that I have here. So in case we trade into the second standard deviation, uh, to be to look for a trade quickly back into the value area low at first, and then the view up consequently. But that will be only if we trade into the second standard deviation during the pre-session right now, the 7 o'clock candle. If we do reach the second standard deviation here, and we have to put into consideration the fact that London isn't opening this morning, and there's a bank holiday in the Eurozone. And although the London session comes by 8 o'clock, I don't expect much volatility, so I'm going to be reducing my size by half of what I normally use before. So the targets call being a long. The long is valid. I don't go below the previous day's high, and target should be around 4,557, then 4,564 this morning, and then subsequently for the highs. Mostly what I will do is that should in case I get the trade for a long here and we reach the value area low for the day, I'm going to be taking off 80% of my position, closing it to and leave 20% to perhaps around. So that will be a good thing to look at. This one as well. So we're currently battling in view up, but we'll see how that will go. So Nasdaq is in a league of its own. We have a market that many may have been looking at as a double top probability. And I told you back at all times high, double top pattern formation most likely to fail. And that's what we see. There's a gap up and then we have subsequent push up. And okay, so the 1 hour doesn't really matter. So we have the market trading right now. The deviation, if you look at the the difference between the lower band and upper band of the is quite wide, and we are currently trading above you are pretty showing that price is very bullish. The only problem is the fact that during session open by 2:30 GMT plus one, I expect that we'll have pulled back a little bit, maybe not even to view up, maybe still above it, and then for a long. But the problem is that the US market is not opening today as there's bank holiday. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Generally expect lower volatility if you are trading, reduce your size by half. And that should be all for this morning. I wish you could have been able to try it. Good trades, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.